Hey all, this is Anosis, and this is part 10 of the Oblivion Remaster. We're gonna continue on where we left off. Just double checking the difficulty. Yes, it's still set to master, which is good. And I'm guessing right that if we select continue here, it should be smart enough to load the Mr. Popper file.
What is it?
Yes. Where we last left off. And currently number 19, which is good, which means that we should be able to get the highest type of certain things and stuff like that. But one thing that I've realized that we should be doing, sadly we did not pick the bow or the marksman as a skill. Sadly we did not. But we did not pick sneak either. So that, but we do have security at 75. We haven't gone 100 with any of the skills yet, and we do have, of course, a very good summon. Is that, you know, is pretty decent. But yes, so we do want to go back here again and do that. But there's also another shrine, I believe, that is like a healer right here. Boom. So go to Fourth Empire. I'm gonna check out this stone first, though. And stuff there, because now we do have repair hammers. I'm pretty certain we do have repair hammers now. We do have repair hammers now. Yeah, 15. I don't know how many pieces, though. How many pieces are going to be, you know, good? Oh. Hand to hand could be also something, though. Really, when you think about it. Yeah, because you already deal fatigue damage. You do not recoil on opponents when they're unblocking their attacks. Your power attacks efficiency disarm. Take more fatigue damage. Yeah. So the thing is, yes, we will still try and like get our like conjuration up and stuff that, you know, because you know there are very powerful spells here, of course, obviously. There are very powerful conjuration spells. We could bound the dagger, we could bound the helmet, but I think that the helmet that we have is good enough because this counts as a light one. Stuff that, sure, getting the heavy helmet could also be good and stuff there because our heavy armor is currently higher, but here's the thing, right, at 100, with both of them at 100, yeah, heavy armor still provides you a lot of armor, but the thing is that the light armor, basically you need to wear a full set of light armor. It doesn't matter what set you wear. It doesn't even need to be the same set. Like, as long as all your pieces are light armor, then you will receive a massive bonus. And this massive bonus that you receive, by the way, the massive... It's a crab battle! He used... What a cute little boy. Oh, the Mora, very cute. Very cute indeed. And the sun should probably be over here somewhere. Not quite sure certain where it will show up as being. Let's actually move the thing in the marker here. Right, I think it's actually more inwards towards the land here. Because there is one supposed to be like here at the edge somewhere. It might be actually further in and stuff that, you know, but we will see. Because I mean, the stones are pretty easy to tell from a distance. There it is. So it is like right here somewhere, yeah. And let's seek the conjured stuff here. Yes, let's seek the conjured stuff, and this is... So what is this exactly? This is bound gauntlets. A bound dagger. The gauntlets are light armor. Okay, so we're getting rocky so far. Okay, and that dagger is 6 in damage, which is actually lower than our glass currently, which is a bit weird. Not gonna lie, that's actually weaker. But right, so now that we have this, let's save first. Oh. Use number checking again, yeah, it's set to master difficulty, yeah, good. So now we just need to find combat, and is it always like the super lengthy time? Is it always the super lengthy time on every spell like this? Yeah, 285 seconds. Rune Blade Embracers. Okay, that's what I call it, Rune Blade. You know, it's on a dagger. But yeah, these are like really good. Now, this set, right? Glass is normally the best light set, right? But isn't this light set different because this is not Daedric? And what I thought was supposed to be a thing is that it's supposed to be a Dremora, but Dremora never drops their set pieces, right? You cannot get like Dremora Cuirass, I don't think. I mean, I think technically that it existed in the code, but then they never put it in. Or something along those lines, but yeah. We need to find combat, of course. Now, the thing is, we just need to take a little bit of damage from it, and then we need to make sure that it's something that we can actually kill and stuff like that. So, if we find a crab, if we happen to find a mod crab, for example, we could use, you know, there is something here. Yeah, please attack me. Oh, come on, yeah, attack me, Mr. Mudcrab. Please attack me. We need to take damage on gauntlets, so come on, please attack my gauntlets, please, Mr. Mudcrab. I do a swing on you, thank you. Come on, Mr. Mudcrab, come on. Please damage on my gauntlet, please. Please, Mr. Mudcrabs, please. There's my gauntlet, please. Mudcrab, please. Please, Mr. Mudcrab. I beg of you, Mr. Mudcrab. Please do it. Please fuck me up. Okay, so that's not in another dagger though. Oh. Yes, we did it. So repair. I need to check. Okay, so we have damaged the dagger enough. We have damaged the dagger, but we haven't managed to damage the gauntlets yet. That's a bit of an issue. Not gonna lie, that is a bit of an issue. They having damaged the dagger, because that means, for example, that now we can drop the dagger now and stuff that. And then if we wait, for example, yes, we can use, you know, wait for the timer to run out and stuff that, which is good, of course. But we haven't taken the damage. We need to, because we need to be able to drop the gauntlets armor to move one item. But if you see here, for example, I can move the bound dagger. I can now do this. For example, I can wear something else instead. And we still have the time and stuff that, so I'm going to be using a different dagger now, because the bound dagger we can already drop. But the gauntlets need to take damage, and yeah, that's a bit of an issue, really. To be honest, not gonna lie. It is a bit of an issue. Because we need to get hit by stuff. And should we just turn down the difficulty for this? The main problem though is that we're too far away from the city. Because we would need to be in Anvil. That's a good place where we can get hit a lot, basically. Right, and what I mean is we turn down the difficulty basically and stuff like that, but you know. Now, of course, if we would have had armor that would have like degraded faster, then it would have been easier and stuff like that. But yeah. Oh. Do we find something deadlier then? Please fuck me up, Mr. Krabs. Okay, you know what? We're turning it down a little bit. We're just turning it down to expert. Just because we need to do this basically and stuff like that. Because this is just has to do with the build. And this is just like because we need the bound equipment. We just do. We just need the bound equipment. And I feel like because we did allow the whole rats things and stuff that, you know, so, you know. Oh, please. Maybe we need to be lower so we hit my gauntlets for some reason. Fuck me up, Mr. Krabs. Fuck me up. Fuck me up, Mr. Krabs. Okay, that's damage. Now we switch to master. Do that, boom. And now it is set to master again. Right, do we have any healing? Nope, we do not have any healing. Yeah, this is now all of a sudden very, very dangerous here. How much do we have now in magic? We have 27. Is there something we can summon for 27 that's decent enough to deal with this? We could summon a zombie. Or a skeleton. Okay, so we save. Boom. Come on, skeleton. Skeleton, screw him up. Oh, he's dead. He's dead, he's dead, he's dead. Good. You're dead. Save. And then immediately go into inventory. Repair. Okay. Go somewhere where it's flat. Where we know that we can drop it without it going into the water. Remove the bound stuff. Okay. Wait 1 hour. Oh no! Oh no, indeed! Oh no, indeed! Oh no, indeed! Ah. And there we go. And now we also have access to a knife that's, I mean, technically this will be better in the long run because this has 0 weight on it. And then we can sell the glass dagger, so... One gauntless bound helmet, very nice. And yes, and we switch it back to master difficulty. So... now we have 33 armor. This is decent. It's not the best, but still decent. Right, so next up, here somewhere, I think is where it was. Let's go for the next stuff. I think it has gone over 24 hours since we were over here, basically. There's a slaughterfish having problems. Oh, that can happen sometimes. They come up on land. That's actually very good for us because that means that we can just hit them with the rifle. We can hit us. Okay, that's not good. No, please don't. Let's find Fort Nickel here because we don't have Fort Nickel yet on the map. Yeah, I know if we raise our restoration skill high enough, we can eventually start getting really good healing spells. So we definitely want a healing spell that actually heals for 100 life. There's a Minotaur there, I don't fuck with the Minotaur. There's a bed there that we can rest in actually, which is actually very good. There are certain, of course, beds that are outside and stuff which of course is really good. Now, one thing obviously we could try and do otherwise is become a vampire, because being a vampire gives you actually very, very good stat boosts and stuff So, yes, you can have to play around being a vampire and stuff and but only go out when it's like nighttime and stuff But if you're gonna be a thief, right, and not like buy items and mostly, other stuff, then that could be something to the west. Yeah, I think what it's like up here, maybe. Ugh. Because supposedly, right, from my understanding, there's the shrine that's supposed to be.
The Colombian highlands are barren wastelands along the border with Hammerfell.
So I've heard.
Do you think what happened to Kvatch could happen here?
Oh, let's try and look for the stone. Uh, yeah, I think we went too far. I think we need to go back the other way, but let's find the high note cave here. Because basically, once you reach a certain point, you start figuring out where certain things are, for example, and stuff and the more like locations we find, like actual locations that we discovered, and then like finding stuff will be easier. Right, I don't think it's this far down. Yeah, I think it's more like in this direction. Right, like not too close. Like we don't want to get too close, of course, obviously, but yeah. Now I know that this craze here, for example, is not going to be light armor, it's going to be heavy armor instead and stuff so you can get a full heavy set, so that's kind of how they have made it, so that there can be so many stones. Because there's going to be a full light set and a full heavy set, so that's a certain amount of pieces, of course, obviously. Right, I think this is how far away it is from it and stuff so we just need to go north from there to try and find it. To try and find the location. What's our restoration skill at? Our restoration skill is currently at 42. Yes. Oh. How expensive is this spell? Yeah, it's 48. Which, I mean, it's not expensive. Like, see, that's the thing. Like, 48 is normally not expensive at all. But since our intelligence is pretty low, right? I mean, it's not super low or anything, but still. Yeah, but the willpower is important for the maximum magica and stuff like that, but yeah. But we did already discover Fort Nickel. Damn it. Is it closer to the road? Nah, man, I don't feel that it's that close to the road. Or did I just go wrong? Is it like up here somewhere? Okay, you're a very, very mad troll. Where the trolls in this kind of looks like Wendigos for some reason. It kind of makes sense. Let's go north here, actually. A little bit north. Because I thought it was here somewhere and stuff like maybe we go via the road. Maybe we go use to get the road here. Basically. I know that the stone might not be ready yet, though that could definitely be a thing and stuff that the stone is not ready. Because normally what I would have done normally is yes, we could have created like a really silly powerful blood character if I would have gone with different skills here and actually been smart about it. For example, like we could have gone with alchemy, we could have gone with what is it that you need? You need illusion. Basically, it's the illusion is the skill that we need to basically get up because that allows us to conceal. But you can also become completely immune to damage via mysticism because mysticism allows you to get the whole reflect thing, which is why I rated a certain thing very, very highly and stuff like that. Because if you get reflect, for example, reflect damage, if you get that, like reflect damage is a unique way of reducing damage taken. Because reflect damage is not like anything else, basically. So now we go south from here. Right. And maybe it is further in as that, but if we go... Just head south for a while here. And then we start heading to like to the east. Okay, so is that the Haynote cave? Let's break in a cave. Let's find the break in a cave. Because the more locations I have, the easier it will be to find out where the actual stone is. Stuff that, because then if we're like, oh, it's just south of Breakneck Cave or whatever, right? Then we can use certain locations as being like a way to like find certain locations. Okay. Oh, that was a massive lag. And keep in mind that sometimes the like recording can fail and stuff. That was really bad. And stuff that because that happened last time. And stuff that when I did the first part of part 9, then it like just crashed. And that's of course a little bit bad if that happens. Right. I mean, we're just gonna go south from this and see. Maybe it's just east from the Breakneck Cave. Yeah, we did find a location. Okay, let's go exactly to where the Breakneck Cave is. Okay, let's go from here. And then use immediately to the east. Like straight from here. And then maybe this will lead us to the stone. And we'll continue on east a little bit here. Not too much. So kinda here, I think, and then south. There it is. So it's like right just north of Haynote Cave. Yeah. At least this is gonna give me a lot of armor here. And now we have the most fucking badass thing ever. Now we have a lot of armor, and this is a heavy armor, of course, obviously, but even more important is, yes, you get the absolutely insane sword. Which, by the way, is, yes, that's the highest tier type sword in the game. And stuff like that, so yes. I would like to do it on this difficulty though, and stuff that to actually take the damage necessary.
What's new with you?
There are rumors that the Guards are attempting to capture the whole of Solstheim.
Right, we have taken damage. We have taken damage on the armor.
I'm not surprised. It seems that Skyrim is always involved in a border dispute.
And now, all we need to do now is run towards where guards are. Aren't you here, guard on a horse, or have you already patrolled away from here? Basically, normally I would just want to get to where the guard is here, because we have already taken the damage necessary for the bound grace and the bound sword. The wolf is still on our tail. Her tail. And actually, the fisherman here is not. Please. Please, God. Please. Fuck up, don't go. Thank you, Miss God. You're very handsome. Okay, good. Drop a bomb. Drop the bound race. Drop the bound sword. Rest for 1 hour exactly. Rest for 1 hour. There we go. Pick up bound race and pick up the bound sword. And we did this on master. We didn't have to turn down the difficulty there to take the damage. So it seems that we take the damage faster, like we take the durability damage way faster on master. So that was actually very good to actually know. So now, I'm a bound race, which weighs 0 by the way. Weighs 0. The bound sword now. So, you know, it's just absolutely insane. We have 35 armor. So keep in mind we still have greaves we can get. We still have what, greaves and boots. Greaves, boots, and then also a shield that we could get conjured and stuff like that. So yes, not gonna lie, that is actually pretty swag. I know that there's one that's like, what is it, out on an island here? Is that where it is, or am I thinking about? Because that's a strange door. I know that there's something that's like here somewhere. As well, is it this though? Yes, it is this question. Let's go down here and check. That was very laggy there. But still. Right, how many quests do we have, by the way? And I am pretty certain that we can use the enchant bound like equipment and stuff like that. Now, one thing we could do, of course, is go into Shivering Isles. Right, because Shivering Isles is supposedly the best place. Here's the thing, right? Yes, there are like reflect magic stuff that we can pick up in non-Shivering Isles, which normally wasn't like a case in the original game and stuff. That you always need to go into Shivering Isles DLC, and that's why the tower is the best, like the god tier of. Basically, it's god tier in terms of like bird signs. The tower. Well, the effect of the tower isn't that good. It can just open an average lock and it's once per day. Now here's the thing, right? If this would have just been an infinite spell that you could have cast over and over again, then that would have been really, really good. It's weird that Fort Grief gets its own island. So yeah, it's not a stone here, but still. That's going to be a fort. It's going to be nice. I think maybe if we had here, somewhere here. I forgot exactly where it is, because I'm pretty certain there is a stone over here somewhere. Like, there are a lot of stones in the game, by the way. Like, I think there are way more stones than you might think, but sadly, right, that all of them summons like stuff that look like this, you know, and stuff that like there is no like, oh, summon like some other unique set that isn't like the MMO or Daedric and stuff that like there is no like, no. Jag får Kedlo köper Nenolata. Here, there's a chapel over there. Let's go to it. So what's our restoration at? Because eventually, right, we don't have any. Yeah, we don't have any of that thing yet. Yeah. So we need some things to kind of go our way. I feel like, you know, and you might say that, oh yes, we can't like 5 things yet, but keep in mind, right, that once we reach high enough armor, you can basically reach the, like, because you, like, the only way to really, quote unquote, get immune to damage in this game is via reflect damage, because, oh, you're necromancers. Foods, please. Hold on. Little more, I think we'll completely just fuck them up here. Actually do this. Go up. Adrenaline rush. Heal my wounds. Wait, is that willpower? Agility, strength, speed, endurance, health. Yeah, so how much is on max health now? Now it's 595 now. It's actually pretty insane though, by the way. I forgot that about it. So like an adrenaline rush actually wants endurance, and the thing is high enough, then it's actually very, very good. Yeah, summon. Maybe summon skeleton guardian is actually good enough here. Instead of like flame mountain or more, because skeleton guardian lasts longer. What? Why did this happen? Why the heck did this? Huh? What? I know that those types of items exist. I've seen that type of item before, that it's a robot effect. Okay, you have to realize that this is big. This is not the first robot that I see that has like something like this. But for example, this has shield, right? It has 15% shield itself. Now the thing is, I believe we cannot get 100% via this. Human heart, what flesh? The treasure hunter. So why were the necromancers here? In this very specific chapter, why were the necromancers here? That seems like very odd that necromancers would hang out in a place like this. Yeah, so here we have some amulets and stuff that we can enchant, but the robot defense is just so freaking good, man. Now, of course, keep in mind the main problem with the robot defense like this, as you can see, is that it takes up several slots. It's not just a chest piece, right? Because now we cannot wear the greaves, for example. We can still wear the gauntlets, though. For example, now if you wear the brown grace, now all of a sudden we have to like re-equip the greaves and stuff like that. So yes, So the amount of armor you lose has to be worth the actual, this 15% shield. Here's the thing though. So right, so how many pieces are there? There's helm piece, helm chest, gauntlets, greaves, boots, and boots. Are the boots I'm wearing? Boots. Yeah. So that will be 5 gear pieces, but 6 if you count the shield. And then of course we can put it on amulets and the stuff there. But let's say there's 6, right? So 15 times 6. 15 times 6. So you can reach 90% just from 6 pieces, just if we get 15% for the damage reduction. So you need to have something so that you can wear 6 pieces. So this shield here on the robot defense, while powerful, is not worth it. That is not worth it at all. Sadly. You're saying it how it is, man. You're saying it how it is. And there's a skeleton up here. That's the passing. Yes, this could be interesting. Yes, there's something insane here. Lesser soul gem with lesser souls in. Potion of Sea Stride. That's actually pretty good. Decent. Not gonna lie. So it wasn't what I thought it was going to be, but still good. Here's the thing, right? The glass mace is very, very good, by the way. So yeah, there are some decent stuff we can sell now, actually. Do we already have Ramble Point Cave? No, we do not. Because adding as many like places as possible, like adding like discoverable places to the map, is very important. I think what you need to do is actually you need to follow the lake here. By the way, I think you will need to do in order to discover the thing. I think it is the lake that you follow here, basically. I forgot exactly where it's supposed to be. Maybe it's like further down the lake. everything is supposed to be. Because we do want to raise our restoration, because once the restoration is high enough, that's something that's a aerial bridge in. Okay. This kind of seemed to stand out for some reason.
You have my ear, citizen.
What? It's not... Very well. The arena's... Can I interest you in some of my
I
wares?
only have 50, but how much stuff do you have? You have some decent stuff.
Pay attention and you can learn a lot.
We got you
Good day.
can chain in hand to hand, that's nice. Yeah, make sure that we don't talk to a guard by mistake when we have bounty on us. There's a stone, there's a stone. And that is a red one. But is it the all red ones, the one that's required, or is that just because it's night? Or maybe that's a thing also, that maybe certain of the stone effects get stronger when like it's night. I mean, that would feel like silly, but still, you know. I don't know if you can receive every single one and stuff that, or if you can only receive one of those super powerful effects. So that was about 45 personality and 45 luck by 120, or by 20%. Hailstorm, Ice Bolt, wow. It is about to be like really, really powerful and stuff that, you know, so that is something. So sadly it wasn't what I thought it was, but maybe we continue following the river. Maybe it's this shrine actually, maybe it's the Parrot's shrine that is something special. I know that there's a reason that a lot of people like go over here. It's not that normally in a playthrough and stuff that. Or rather, if you're trying to break the game, you go over here for some reason. I don't know if it's because of this shrine. It looks like a dragon. Oh. Oh, they are here.
This one moves. A welcome change. So, mortal, you have found my shrine, and you have seen my followers. They are an embarrassment to me. The fools cast a spell in the hopes of summoning me to them. It was prideful and foolish, and it has had its consequences. My followers are trapped between worlds. Their bodies here on this...
Jag sa sen Oblivion I would have you not bodies in the soul.
I will transport you to the plane of Oblivion in which they are trapped. Find their souls. When all are collected, I will return you here. Return to me when you are prepared.
okay, good, so we want to teleport immediately, because you don't want to do that. I need to remember this location because this is one of the best locations in the game to break the game. I should have thought about this location earlier. I should have remembered that this location. Move the quick save, by the way. So here's the thing, right? These followers are very special. And one thing you can do also, of course, here is because you're around people, so we can just sneak. Now, if you choose sneak as a major skill, it will raise quicker, of course, obviously. But we did not do that, but our sneak is at 21. But yeah, I mean, can we be detected and raise the sneak, or do we need to be non-detected in order to raise the sneak? Because it definitely feels like this is way too long for the sneak not to go up. Because we need to sneak near people. Apparently not. For example, they make no noise. But what you normally do is you hit a target, and then we just hit it all the way towards the rocks. And then we can just keep hitting it and so that. Yeah. But generally speaking, right, if you want to raise a weapon, for example, like using like a two-hander is a bad idea. So just be a sneaky little person. Use one. Use of inbound dagger, of course, instead, because then you can attack quicker. But for example, yes, you can use bows here as well, so that's just, you know. And one thing you could also do, for example, is, do you have a touch? Do you have like a flare spell? Yes, you can use do this. Tano for Digimon. So you can see you can do that, for example, as well. And stuff like that. So bound helmet, bound dagger, bound bow. Rest, or wait, rather. Endokuken. Yeah. We can use the race or destruction that way. Just like that. Because you're completely immune to damage until you're done with the quest, I believe it is. Because it's basically about freeing their souls. So that's a yes. We can raise our destruction this way. We can also use the race or like normally what you can do if you want to be more effective, by the way, is you use up all your spells and then you just keep on hitting here until the Medica regens. So isn't it going up? 47. Nah, that does not seem to go up for whatever reason. Oh, it went up all of a sudden, huh? So why was that the case? Because normally it's very quick there with giving us the thing. Let's just do this until this is full. Because it seems weird that the blade would only go up by one there each time, you know, and stuff like that, you know. But maybe that's what it is basically. Basically, maybe we use up one bar of stamina basically, and then we stop. That's not enough. Wait, can we actually... What do they have that you could pick from them though? Oh yeah, they count as being unconscious actually. Why are we sneaking for 5 damage? Yeah, because our sneak isn't good enough for that. Actually. I forgot if sneak attack gives you more XP actually or not, you know. Or towards the skill thing. Okay. Hit him with destruction a lot. Hit them very hard. Just over and over them. And I don't know why the blade is going up here so slowly. Like it feels like it's going up very, very slowly. But I mean, that's a lot less than normal, like, because once you get over a certain point, you know, you start needing way more. Okay. But that will do it for now, at least. Let's go back to Imperial City Market here. There's one repair though here. Because we do have armor as main skill.
It's tight, but buying discounts seems like we could decide it.
What can... I'm listening. Armor, weapons, I have it all. How may I help you?
You only have 800.
Be seeing you.
Yeah, let's actually go through what the high elf is, because I think we are at higher thing with the high elf here.
Yeah? Go ahead. Let's do business.
So... Illusion is what we want, correct? I think illusion is what we want, but is there a low enough illusion spell that we can cast at novice?
Go ahead. Can I interest you in some of my wares?
Your skill level is too low, your skill level is too low. So what's a cheap one? It would be like a cheaper light spell, probably. That would be the spell that we would have to find and cast. Probably.
Can I interest you in some of my wares? That's more than I'd use. That's a good deal.
Yes. Some more flesh. Yes.
You've made a good bit of. That's more than I'd usually pay.
Right, and those are for Scrag areas. Soul gems, common soul, great soul gem. Mage
I
Stellar
appreciate your business.
Mage Stellar was still expensive.
What? Have a look around. You won't find better prices in all Tamriel.
Okay, and you have you are common soul, pity soul, lesser soul, greater soul. Okay, so we could get a single greater soul, but nah. What are your
I
spells?
offer the finest goods and lowest prices in all Cyrodiil.
Touch mysticism. Some detect life, that would be good. For mysticism, to level the mysticism up. Oh, yes, that's a good starlight spell that we could level up the illusion with. See, that's the thing, like, don't like buy like every spell, like to make your like spell list like bloated and stuff. That which is my problem, right? That I kind of wish there would be some sort of extra sorting system with magic and stuff that, so, So now that we have that, we also want to check, of course, skills disability. The problem is that this spell is like really, really loud, so if you try to play late at night and you keep casting this spell, then it's like really, really annoying and stuff that, Yeah. But illusion, we need to get illusion up, basically, because illusion is, of course, what gives us the chameleon spell. Do you have a chameleon spell for us?
I offer the finest goods and lowest prices in all Cyrodiil.
This is actually just May of Wound. Burning Touch. We could actually get Burning Touch. That's actually a better 5 spell for us. We can get Snowball. We can get Shocking Touch. That's good. Yes.
Tell your friends farewell.
Thank you. That's very nice. Cast this a few more times. Right, and now we go into armor here. Please don't be too late yet. No, that's not 12 during the night. That's just 12 during the day. It's just very dark because it's raining outside here.
Good day.
What can I do? I'm listening. Have a look at my wares. I'm sure there's something to suit you.
So we can sell that. Shimmy gauntlets. We could sell that with a shield, yes. Let's sell it. Elven mace.
More than I'd usually.
Fur cuirass. Fur gauntlets. Glass dagger. Glass mace. Iron short sword. Sanitary cuirass.
Bit of gold.
Yes, we do that. Yeah, you don't have. Oh, you have a light iron shield actually. Which is nice. Yes, you do have material stuff, which is nice. Actually, that is actually better than the greaves, and I don't know how easy it is to find the gravestone. So let's just get one to set it up.
You too.
So we can have some mithril stuff at least.